Are you ready, honey? Are you ready, Amy? She's not awake yet, but she's ready. This is going on YouTube, disclaimer. Just so you know. Bye, Marlon! Bye.
Bye. Safe travel.
Safe?
Be safe.
We'll try.
Okay.
I can't guarantee anything. Bye, Marlon.
Try hard.
Thanks for everything. Independence Bridge. I'm sorry. Liberty Bridge. This is Sailing Vessel Salt Life requesting our last opening.
Thanks, up.
Say repeat it.
I'm sorry, Liberty. Could you please repeat?
I'll have her ready for you, Captain.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Salt Life standing by. Independence Bridge. This is Sailing Vessel Salt Life requesting our last opening, please.
We have 9 minutes yet, Captain.
You said 10 minutes.
Okay, Salt Life standing by. Thank you.
You said 10 minutes.
This is our last bridge in Bay City, the Independence Bridge. Coming up on the mouth of the bay, leaving the river. Good old tugboat. Goodbye, Bay City. Our summer home for the last 2.5 seasons. And we are out of the bay. That is a big freighter coming in with windmills on it, and they go all the way into the river where we were to drop them off to be built. And I am not sure Renee is at her house somewhere in the flagpole region right there. I can never see when we're over this way. But I'm gonna wave to her anyway. Oh, I see a blue tarp. Could that possibly be Renee's house? I think it might be. While I'm waving. Who knows? I could be waving to absolutely nothing but her blue tarp. We are now in the bay. Bay City, Michigan. And that, my friends, is a big ass boat. She's up.
Hold on, I have to turn. We're at 3.8, 3.7. We're dropping. 3.6, 3.5.
This is what they call Gull Island. Bummer.
Well, hopefully we get a little bit more wind in a little bit. Well, we've been in neutral for a little bit. We're making 4.2 knots. We've got 6.5 knots of wind behind us. our first time. We're all set. On the move. And a great big giant channel dredge is zipping on by us. With the tugboat pushing it. It looks like there's two of them like sandwiched together there. Man. Yup.
I bet that's the cabin.
Oh yeah. Because that's the one that's always hanging out over there. Alright, so I figured I would give you all an update. It's now, what time?
11:23.
11:30, and we have absolutely no wind. We are pretty much motoring with the sails out to pretend and look like a sailboat. We're debating whether or not we want to go to Tawas or if we want to go to Port Austin. If we go to Tawas, we will probably be able to have some wind tomorrow morning, and we might be able to scrub the bottom, which will definitely help us move a lot better through the water, because I know we have some of those zebra mussels on our prop, because you can feel a vibration in it. Right now we're making 4.6, 4.7 knots. It looks like we have a 1 knot current, and our wind speed, our true wind speed, is coming up on our 160-ish at a whopping 2.6 knots. Yeah, we're really not sailing. There's a couple big boats. We saw one on our AIS coming up. It's the Menominee, the one that always comes by our marina. They go down just past us, down by the turning basin, to unload a bunch of aggregate. That's pretty much what we have by us. A power boater went by us a little while ago. Kind of gave us a little bit of a wake. Caught Angel off guard. Well, anyways, they have these big aggregate haulers, and they come down the bay and they go up the Saginaw River where we used to dock, and they haul all the stone and lime and all kinds of stuff, because they have these giant quarries over there, rock depots and cement yards and stuff like that. It's really cool. I like watching them go by. I like watching them unload. I think it's cool. And here's another one off in the distance. Alright, so there she is.
Good old Menominee.
Yeah.
Menominee.
They have that big boom thing up on the top of it, and it swings over the shore, and they just take and they pull up all that aggregate that they have down in their cargo hold, and then they dump it right on the ground, and then they have big loaders and stuff that move it all around from the piles. They separate it and clean it and do all kinds of stuff. They refit all of these ships. The gentleman who owns these bought a few of these old shipping ships, and he cut out the motor and the drive line of them, and then he welded in like this little nook, and then he put a couple of these tugs on there, and then put big lifts on the tugs. And I guess the tug is way more efficient at moving the barge than the barge's actual propulsion unit was. So I guess his fuel savings is approximately 30%, and that's a big thing, especially when you're burning that much fuel trying to get it to move. A little bit more than us. We are around 6 knots with 3.4 knots, 3.5 knots of wind at our 160. Motor sailing. At least the water's real calm, super flat. There's more boat wake out here than there is swell or chop or whatever you call it. Alright. Well, we'll give you more updates as time goes by.
So, which do you think Salt Life chose to do? Did they choose to go to Tawas, or did they choose to go to Port Austin? Stay tuned for part 2 of day 1.